video editor, Olivia. And she does one. Ooh, it's nice out. Okay. So, all right. So we're live. I gotta get my phone. Nothing is organized, but it's 5:30. I was like, I'm gonna start at 5:30 today on the dot, and I think I did. So this is the second YouTube Live yoga routine that I'm going to do for 365 days. I mean, unless something happens, I just can't do it. I'm going to come back in like 20 minutes, okay, Olivia? That's Olivia, she's helping me out. So today, we're going to hopefully jump right into it, but I want to explain what I'm doing. First, I'm videoing through YouTube Live, and if the camera's jumpy or the video's too jumpy, I'm using my daughter's camera on her phone, and then I'll upload that just in case this doesn't work out. And I also hear like an echo. Now I do have a Bluetooth mic that I will use, but I haven't figured out how to use it yet. So I know the yoga part, I just don't know the technology part. And I do have so-called professional yoga videos, but somebody else did all those with different camera angles and so forth and so on. So with the yoga routine, what you're going to do, the main thing you're going to do is focus on the breathing the entire time that you're doing the yoga routine. And this focus, which is the link that allows the mind and body to become one, is what you focus on. And that is yoga. When the mind and body is one, that is yoga. And that's what you want to do. Now, during the yoga routine, your mind will wander and you'll start to think about other things. But when you realize you're thinking about other things, just gently bring your awareness back to the breathing. And the second thing that I need you to focus on is your physical and mental level during the yoga routine. So when you're doing a pose, don't try to be somewhere. Don't try to do what you think is the textbook pose or the perfect pose. Whatever you're doing, if your mind and body is connecting as one, then you're doing yoga. So let's go ahead and begin. I'm going to open up this door. It's probably going to kill the sound maybe. And probably kill the lighting actually. And I'm going to double check to make sure I'm live. Pretty sure I'm live. Definitely live. Make sure my daughter did the... This will get all evened out once she's recording. So this will get all evened out. This is the second time I'm doing this. Usually have somebody else do it that's a professional. So go ahead and begin in mountain pose. Feet are shoulder width apart. Knees are slightly bent. Hips are tilted in. Awareness is on the three-part breathing. And for the three-part breathing, you're inhaling, swelling the belly up first with air, bringing more air, fill the chest, then the throat. And then when you exhale from the throat, the chest goes in, the belly goes in. And just keep your focus on the breathing, and the yoga routine becomes more like a moving meditation. Now bring the palms together, thumbs go to the heart center. Push the arms out, up and back. Inhale. Then exhale, hinge forward. You're hinging from the lower back, and you're just falling into the ragdoll. So the arms are dangling, the head is dangling, and your awareness is just on the three-part breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Then you're going to go into a low lunge, so the left foot goes back, and the top of the foot goes to the floor. For a low lunge, the knees to the floor. Thinking of the hips, get them square, pushing diagonal, just slightly, diagonally, just slightly. Awareness stays on the breathing, think of nothing else but the breathing. Modify the poses how you have to. If your mind and body is connecting as one, you're doing yoga. How the pose looks or how you think the pose should look, just do the best you can. Now think of the back foot, curl the toes under, bring the knee up. This is the high lunge. Settle in the high lunge for a second, and then you're going to go into the downward dog. So with the downward dog, you're pushing into it just slightly. Do the best you can. If you need to go down to the knees, go down to the knees. Just get the mind and body connected as one. Arms are straight, legs are straight. Heels are towards the floor or into the floor. Head is dangling. I just realized I didn't have my hat on. My hat's over there. You're going to slide into the upper dog. It's a strength transition, so you drop down to the knees and the chest, and you slide up. Tops of the feet go to the floor. Just do the best you can. Modify it. If you need to go to the small cobra, go to the small cobra. Remember, with the small cobra, you're not pushing up, you're pulling up. Or just go to your hands and knees. And with the upper dog, the tops of the feet are to the floor, and your hands are to the floor. That's the only thing touching. It's still the morning for me, so I'm kind of tight in the lower back. I'll loosen up a little bit. And just focus on the breathing. Then you're going to go back to downward dog. The downward dog, you're pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight, heels are to the floor. We're into the floor, head is dangling, no tension in the neck. They're going to bring the left foot up between the hands. Low lunge, so the top of the foot's to the floor, knees to the floor. I got stuff all over my mat for some reason. And think of the hips, get them square, pushing diagonal or diagonally. I don't know the proper way to say it. You just do the best you can, focus on the breathing. Think of the back foot, curl the toes under, bring the knee up, settle in the high lunge. Once you're settled, you're going to go into the standing forward bend, so the feet are shoulder width apart, palms go to the calves, elbows go into the sides of the legs. And you're pulling yourself in and down just slightly, you're not going too much. And you let yourself breathe. Anytime you inhale, your belly swells with air, so it pushes you out of the pose slightly. Then when you exhale, you go into the pose a little bit more. Just be aware of that movement. You're gonna bring the palms together. You're gonna reach out, up and back. Turn the palms out, push the air down and out. Palms come together. And again, inhale, we'll do one more sun salutation. Exhale, hinge forward, reaching out. Standing forward, bend again, so palms go to the calves, elbows into the sides of the legs. Forehead's going into the knees or towards the knees. Focus on the breathing. And be aware of the movement going in and out with the belly. The palms go to the sides of the feet. Right leg is back. We're doing a low lunge again. So the top of the foot's to the floor, knees to the floor. Awareness is on the breathing. Now think of the back foot. Curl the toes under, bring the knee up. Downward dog, pushing into it. Arms are straight, legs are straight, heels are into the floor or towards the floor. Just do the best you can, focusing on the breathing. Let the breathing be the link that links the mind and the body as one. Think of nothing else but the breathing. Now we're going to slide into the upward dog, so you drop down to the knees in the chest, slide up, modify it how you have to. Think of nothing else but the breathing. We're going to go back to downward dog, pushing into it. Bring the right foot up between the hands. Low lunge, so the knees to the floor, top of the foot's to the floor. Just do the best you can. Just let the mind and body connect as one. And that's what you're learning on the mat. Acceptance, non-judgment, oneness, all those qualities. And those qualities you take off the mat and apply them in the everyday world. Now think of the back foot, curl the toes under, knee goes up, standing forward, bend again, pull yourself in and down. Forehead's going towards the knees or into the knees. Palms together, you're going to reach out, up and back. Inhale, turn the palms out, push the air down and out. Exhale. And then you're gonna go to mountain pose. Remember, mountain pose, feet are shoulder width apart, knees are slightly bent, hips are tilted. Awareness is on the breathing. What time it is. I plan on getting a clock right there so I can see the time instead of going down to my phone. Now we're going to do a standing pose, or standing poses. We're just going to do the tree today. So you can bring the left foot up, modify it how you have to. If you need to bring the toe down or the foot down just like this, I'm not sure if you can see it, and you go up. If not, go ahead and bring your foot all the way up, modify it or go to a wall, hold on to the wall. Focus on the breathing. And you try to find the spot where the skeleton's just standing. No tension in the muscles, so you might bend the knee, the right knee slightly. The hips are tilted in. Whatever works for you, whatever works to keep your skeleton standing without tension. Whoa, see, I almost fell myself. Just focus on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And go ahead and release. And then go, let's do the other side. So right foot goes up, modify it. If you need to grab the wall, keep the foot down, you can just do this, whatever you like to do. Just let the mind and body connect as one. Doesn't matter, as long as the mind and body is connecting as one. All the physical benefits are secondary. They'll happen. Just focus on the breathing. For me, when I think about something else, like I thought about outside for a second, the birds stopped chirping and made me lose my balance a little bit because I'm not focused. Then go ahead and release. When the mind is still, the body is still. That's what my yoga instructor used to say. So, 10 minutes, well 12 minutes. Let's go down to easy pose. So easy pose is the modification to the lotus pose. Now I'm not sure if I'm facing the camera perfectly. If not, just think I am. There's another camera there too. Again, I usually have a pillow, but I can't find my pillow. I think I left it at work. So back is straight, hands are in front. Awareness is on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. That's all you're focused on. You're watching yourself breathe. You're not controlling the breathing, you're just watching it. Let it happen. You're already breathing automatically, and that's what you're watching. You're letting go of control. Again, that's what you're learning on the yoga mat. Letting go of control. And then we go into off the yoga mat. You're not trying to control everything. Just let things happen. And of course you try to do things, but things that are out of your hands, just let it happen. Then you tilt the head to the right ears to the right shoulder, back stays straight, left shoulder stays down. So you're keeping the shoulders level, awareness stays on the breathing. Bring the head to center, tilt the head to the left ear goes to the left shoulder, back stays straight, right shoulder stays down. And just focus on the breathing. Bring the head to center. Gonna tilt the head back. Awareness stays on the breathing. The chin goes down to the chest. Keep the back straight. Bring the head to center. Neck rolls, drop the head down to the right, down and around. Head drops down, you're exhaling, and as the head goes up, you're inhaling. The body is following the breathing, whatever that may be. Go as fast as you could go, fast as you go, or slow as you go. It's all about you. And then when the head goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Head's dropping down. You're exhaling. The head goes up. You're inhaling. And Olivia came back just in time. Almost just in time. You did good. I think I was doing the same thing, the same neck roll last time you came back. Yesterday. You can give me 3 minutes and then bring the head to center. You can leave for 3 minutes if you want. Shoulder shrugs or not. Shoulders go to the ears, back, down and around. Shoulders go up, you're inhaling. And as the shoulders go back and down, you're exhaling. Again, you're focusing on the breathing. It's an easy movement, a very important movement. Shoulders go to the ears, you're going to reverse, exhale, shoulders drop down, inhale, shoulders go up. And when the shoulders go to the ears, bring yourself to center. Going to do trunk rotation. Is going to drop down to the right, down and around. When you're going down, you're reaching out so the back is straight and you're exhaling. When you're going up, you're inhaling again. Your body is following the breathing. You're focusing on the breathing. And that focus is linking the mind and the body as one. And that is yoga. The mind and body being one is yoga. Doesn't matter what activity you're doing, no matter where you think you should be or how the pose should look, or whether, like yesterday I said, like whether you're washing dishes, if your mind and body is connected with that activity during the time you're washing dishes, then you're doing yoga. So trunk goes to the top, you're going to reverse. Exhale as you go down and around, inhale as you go up. Keep the back straight. Do the best you can. Focus on the breathing. It'd be cool if you can hear the birds outside on the video. then you don't need music. I'm thinking about music. I know people love music. They can play music, or I don't know about the copyright laws. So the trunk goes to the top. An easy pose. So half spinal twist, left hand's on the right knee, right arm goes up. You pull yourself up, so you think of the spine. You pull the spine up, then you twist, palm goes to the floor and center of the back. Arm is straight and it's against the back. Make sure the head is twisting. The awareness is on the breathing. Think of nothing else but the breathing. And then go ahead and release, back to center. Other side, so right hand's on the left knee, left arm goes up, pull yourself up, then you twist, palm goes to the floor, center of the back, arm is straight and is against the back. Make sure the head is twisting, awareness is on the breathing, and just focus on the breathing. Release, back to center. So the back is straight. Then they do a yoga seal. So arms go behind you. Grab the left wrist with the right hand. You're leaning forward. Bring the forehead down towards the floor or to the floor. And you're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses and the deep relaxation. Oh, there I go again. I said deep relaxation. We didn't do the deep relaxation. So you're sealing in all the benefits of the yoga poses, and you're keeping the peace that you gained through the rest of the day. I say deep relaxation because I've been saying the same thing for 20 years in this pose. I usually do a deep relaxation. So, my mistake. And then you bring yourself back up. Back is straight, hands are to the knees, or maybe in your lap, however you like to do it. And we're just going to stay here just for a little bit longer. Just focus on the breathing, watching yourself breathe. You're not controlling it. So what you're focusing on is the belly going in and out. Or you're thinking of the tip of the nose. That's where your awareness is, on the tip of the nose, with the breath going in and out. And you're watching yourself breathe. Again, you're not controlling the breathing, just watching it. Bring the palms together. And that's it. Now, Olivia left, so she won't be able to cut off the video now. So I have about a minute. I need to tighten up the 30-minute yoga session. I teach at a college. I've been teaching at a college yoga for a long time, and we do 50 minutes. So my yoga routines are for 50 minutes, and I learned how to do them hour and 15 minutes 20 years ago. And when I teach somewhere else, like the YMCA or somewhere else, I do an hour. And so I have to buff up the 30 minutes and make it flow more. Not everything was perfect, or everything was perfect. What it was is what it was. Again, I need to get paint on the walls, get the picture up, carpet on the floor, phone out of the way. That means I need to get a clock over there. I need to learn how to fix this Bluetooth so I can sound better. And I'm wondering how the light is on the shadow on the wall from the door being open. And I hope everyone can hear those birds. Those birds are beautiful. I heard sirens earlier. That's part of it, right? So I hope you enjoyed the second YouTube Live yoga video, and I hope it worked out. If not, I'll upload the recorded version of it. Namaste. Olivia disappeared.